know about you guys, but one of the things that I've always wished I did more of was document some of the things over the years that made me feel creative, inspired. This paludarium was one of those first projects for me. I got the inspiration from, I believe his name was Dr. Plants. Really cool video on a jungle paludarium he set up. He kept, I think, morning geckos and vampire crabs in his. And I remember seeing that video and just thinking that I had to do something like that. So this is a couple years ago, and the local fish store that I have out here had this paludarium set up. So I went and bought it, and shout out to my brother for helping pushing me towards doing this project. He helped me buy the tank, and it was actually his idea to get red-eye tree frogs in here. I was going to do, I think, crested geckos was my idea. But yeah, this tank has been going for a couple of years now, and it's had a lot of different iterations, but it's been a lot of fun over the years. And I've learned a lot about keeping animals, fish keeping, frogs, and everything. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this today. Right now, I'm just cleaning it out. The glass gets a little dirty. You can see the smears on the video. I'm still learning how to do like lighting and stuff for videos, so I don't know, the quality of how the tank looks on camera might be messed up by this light. I can't really find the best way to put it. Yeah. I'm going to do a close-up for you guys here in a second, but come the summertime when the humidity is higher in the air and I feed these guys a little heavier, they will do what's called amplexing. It's where the male frog, which are smaller than the female red-eye tree frogs, will mount the female, and they will wait until she lays eggs and then fertilize them. They don't really like when I get in their tank here. Sometimes they open their eyes, but red-eye tree frogs actually have two eyelids. So he just did theirs close his eyelid. So it looks like he's not there, but he can see through that actually. So he's aware that I'm in here. Not pretty happy about it. But these guys. So this is what I was talking about with the amplexing. See how the smaller frog is on top? That is the smaller frog is the male. That's the female. And I have not had them lay eggs yet, but also I haven't really done a proper setup. They need to be in like a rain chamber. Basically, look, he opened his eyes back up. He's not thrilled. These are some of my favorite plants that I've ever kept. These are bromeliads. This is one of them. They are what's called an epiphyte, meaning that they will grow on other plants, wood, rocks, typically. And they actually pull their nutrients not from the soil, but rather from the air. They pull moisture from the air and they pull nutrients from whatever substrate they grow on. They are not a parasite. They are symbiotic with the other plant life. There's some other types like bromeliads are one. Some orchids are other epiphytes. You see this in a lot of the aquatic plants, actually, like Java ferns. I think those are technically epiphytes as well. I feed these guys mostly crickets. I don't really like to put dubia roaches in here because the way this tank closes, I'm afraid that they'll slip out. But these guys are pretty happy with the roaches or with the crickets. I just make sure that I put a calcium supplement on them for that. The calcium is really important for the frogs, a lot of other amphibians and reptiles. So look at, she's not happy that we're in here either. She's waking up too. Right now, this is I have a lot of room for more plants. I haven't really been planting anything new in here recently. I've kind of just been letting it run its course. But this peace lily has blossom, which means I'm doing something right. I think another light in here would actually really help out. I also went ahead and built a automatic rain system. I'll show you guys how that works in a second, but it's connected to this irrigation line up here, and it runs back down behind the tank here, and it goes into this water reservoir. Down here, I just keep this I know it's dark, you guys can't really see it. But yeah, and that just is connected to this automatic sensor here. And I have it set right now. So every 5 hours, it rains for 25 seconds. Go ahead and just press this button right here and change that to 30 seconds. Go ahead and let it rain. The red-eyed tree frogs are nocturnal, so they are very beautiful animals. Unfortunately, with a lot of nocturnal animals, you don't get a lot of activity with them through the daytime. But over the years, I've had these frogs for going on 2.5 years now. They get more comfortable being kind of in the environment, and when you make it rain heavy, they will sometimes in the daytime come out and move around a little bit just to readjust.
Every once in a while I catch them in action. Watching them hunt is a lot of fun. They'll stalk their prey. They're really patient and then they'll jump at them. And when they have an insect, in order to swallow them, they actually need to use their eyeballs. So they'll close their eyes and push their eyeballs into the back of their head, which forces the food down into their stomachs. And they're extremely accurate. They almost always get their prey.
So when the female frog amplexes, what they do is they will lay the eggs on the glass or usually a broadleaf sitting under the water, and then the male comes around and fertilizes it. But yeah, these guys are real healthy right now. I've been feeding them crickets all week. I just put the crickets in there and I let them hunt. It's a lot of fun to watch it happen. But and then this light is connected to a timer here. So every, I think, about 10 hours, it just automatically turns the light off for me. This is in night mode.
I've kept a lot of animals in the water part of the paludarium. If I ever build something like this again in the future, I definitely would have expanded the water part so I could have had more options as far as variety. But I've kept red claw crabs in here, guppies, mystery snails. Right now I have a crayfish, and that seems to be doing pretty well.
I wish I was better at making videos so I could show you guys this stuff a little better. But yeah, let me know in the comments things you like, things you want to see more of in the future. Right now, I'm really just trying to be consistent with making content. Putting myself out there feels weird, but appreciate you if you watched the whole thing.